A good evening to you and welcome to CBS Primetime News. Today being on Monday, 5th May 2025, we bring you updates from different parts of the country. My name is MWANAPILI ADILIE, but first, let's have tonight's highlights.
Mheshimiwa Charles was shot a total of 5 times.
Government pathologist confirms MP Charles Ongondo Were died from 5 gunshot wounds. 1 in 11 Kenyan youth are now abusing substances. Alcohol, miraa top the list of abused drugs. Family pleads for help to repatriate Caroline Wambui's body from Saudi Arabia. Now, let's get straight to government. Chief Pathologist Dr. Johansen Oduor has confirmed that Kasipul MP Charles Ongondo Were died from massive internal bleeding and multiple organ failure, following a gruesome attack that left him with 5 gunshot wounds. The lawmaker was ambushed on April 30th along Ngong Road by a gunman on a motorcycle, who trailed him before dismounting and shooting him at close range. An execution-style attack pointing to a calculated political assassination. Dr. Oduor emphasized that the trauma inflicted on critical organs, especially the liver and lungs, was consistent with an intention to kill. Investigators believe the MP attempted to shield himself, but the precision and force behind the shots rendered his efforts futile. Authorities are analyzing ballistic evidence and surveillance footage and pursuing multiple investigative leads to unmask the mastermind behind the murder. Shadrach Kareria reports.
A somber and heavy silence engulfed the Lee funeral home as family members, friends and political leaders gathered to receive a post-mortem result that would shed light on the tragic death of Kasipul Member of Parliament Charles Were. In the presence of all the attendees, including senior officers from the Directorate of Criminal Investigation, the moment of truth finally arrived. Chief Government Pathologist Dr. Johansen Oduor delivered the devastating news.
And we've established that Mheshimiwa Charles was shot a total of 5 times. There were 2 entry gunshot wounds on the left forearm, with 1 bullet lodged in the same forearm. 1 exited. There was also 2 entry bullet wounds on the chest, with an exit on the right side, but 1 lodged in the spine. Then there was a bullet track on the back with the entry on the left side of the upper back.
The MP had died from gunshot wounds, having been struck 5 bullets fired at a close range by a yet-to-be-identified assailant. Dr. Oduor clarified that there is no any other contributing factor to legislature's death,
meaning that the late Mheshimiwa could not survive the injuries caused by the gunshot. Yeah, there were multiple organ injuries which are caused by gunshots, which are a total of 5. No, other than the injuries caused by the bullets, we didn't see any other injury at all.
The fatal bullets, he explained, had inflicted several damage to vital organs, including lungs, leaving no chance of survival. MP Charles Were was gunned down last Wednesday along Ngong Road near the busy roundabout adjacent to the city mortuary. His death has sent shockwaves across the country. Police have since arrested 4 suspects in connection with the murder, although the weapon used in the killing is still missing. The late Member of Parliament will be laid to rest this Friday at his rural home in Kasipul constituency.
So we agreed.
As the nation continues to mourn a life cut short by violence. Shadrach Kareria, CBS News.
Moving on, the Ministry of Health has raised alarm over a significant rise in drug and substance abuse among Kenyan youth. A new 2024-2025 national survey reveals that 1 in every 11 youth aged 15 to 24 is already affected. 10 counties identified as high risk include Garissa, Kakamega, Kericho, Kisumu, Laikipia, Machakos, Meru, Mombasa, Nakuru, and Uasin Gishu. The most abused substances are alcohol, miraa, tobacco, cannabis, and various prescription medications. The report also points to approximately 1.5 million Kenyans aged 24 to 35 battling addiction, jeopardizing the country's workforce and productivity. Public Health PS Mary Mudhoni has announced a nationwide awareness campaign beginning in the hardest hit counties. The program will focus on early intervention, rehabilitation, and especially target school-going youth during the holiday season.
The current trends and the national data that is collected in 2022 underscores the gravity of the crisis among the young people aged 15 and 24 years, and that 1 in 11, approximately 632,000 individuals, is currently using at least one drug or a substance. And in the 25 to 35 age group, over 1.5 million individuals are reported to be affected. It's of great concern when you see the young people, and especially the ages between 15 and 35 years. They are the ones who are involved in drugs and substance use. Especially now when we know the youths, some of the youths who are in higher institutions, tertiary institution, they will be on long holiday. It is important to ask you that do not use drugs and substances. Recognize the critical role of educators, religious leaders, community elders, elected representatives, civil society in these collective efforts, community health promoters who are our foot soldiers on the ground. And we must all work together to protect our future generation from the devastating grip of drugs and substance use and mental health illness. I therefore call upon all stakeholders, public, private, faith-based development partners, citizens, to stand united in confronting this national health issue. And let us join hands to create a healthier, safer, and drug-free Kenya, where all citizens, and most importantly, our youth, are equipped with the knowledge and the support to make informed choices. The most prevalently abused substances include alcohol, especially the illicit brews and counterfeit spirits, bhang, miraa, tobacco, prescription medications such as codeine, and sedatives. And in some urban areas, we have had drugs such as heroin, cocaine, and of growing concern, the increasing availability and use of the novel nicotine products and emerging tobacco variants, which are aggressively marketed to the young people, posing new regulatory and enforcement challenges. Currently, the trends that we have, and especially the national data that dates back to 2022, underscores the gravity of this crisis among the young people between 15 and 24 years.
The family of Caroline Wambui, a domestic worker who tragically died while working in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, is pleading with the Kenyan government to facilitate the urgent repatriation of her body. Saudi authorities have issued a strict 3-week deadline for the collection of her remains, after which they plan to dispose of the body if no action is taken. Caroline's husband, Rogers Momo, says the family is still owed 1.5 million shillings in unpaid wages and that they have exhausted all fundraising avenues. Support has come from Matinyani Ward MCA Sylvester Munyalo and Caroline's young daughter, both making emotional appeals for state intervention and public donations.
Second born wa marehemu Caroline, alafu aligojekia huko Saudi Arabia na akahagia huko, amedaiwa na dumo. Tulikuwa tunaomba msaada kwa kumtoa huko aletwe hadi huko.
Ni mimi husband wa Wambui na alienda Saudia 2019 na akawa kwa muda mrefu akangojeka, na alipongojeka ukadaiwa pesa mingi sana kama milioni 1 unusu, na tunauliza serikali tusaidie.
Huyu ndio tulikuwa tunamtegemea kwa hii familia, ndiye alikuwa anatusaidia kusomesha watoto. Tuko na watoto wako shule na ndiye alikuwa breadwinner.
Ni mimi MCA wa hapa Matinyani. Nimekuja kutembelea hii familia juu kuna mmoja wetu ambaye aliaga akiwa huko Saudi Arabia akiwa kwa kazi huko. Na bili yake ikakuja around 1.5 million plus other expenses za burial ni mingi sana. Na hii familia haiwezi toa hiyo mwili kutoka Saudi Arabia ilete Kenya. Kwa hivyo tunauliza serikali ile ambayo tuna uhakika ya President William Ruto, ambao ni mchapakazi ambao tunamuomba ya kwamba tuletee hiyo mwili tuweze kuzika, tusaidie hii familia. Bwanake hapa Rogers anahuzunika sana pamoja na mamake ipate hii pesa 1.5 million. Tumejaribu kuchanga na ile pesa tulichanga haikupita around 170,000. Tulijaribu kabisa vile tunaweza because the family extremely poor.
And now citizens in Kilifi County are demanding that the national government prioritize economic revitalization in the upcoming 2025-2026 finance bill. The locals are calling for strategic industrial investment, especially projects aimed at creating employment opportunities for the youth. They have also urged the state to focus on improving access to education, healthcare, and modernizing agriculture, emphasizing that these sectors are vital for long-term economic resilience. Residents argue that focusing on people-centric policies will shield the region from future economic disruptions like those experienced in the past year. Samuel Mbogo reports.
Elimu ndio kipaumbele ya sisi wenyeji katika nchi nzima ya Kenya. Tuna hiyo problem. Tuna watoto, kuna wengi ambao hawana uwezo. Pili ni afya. Kulingana na taratibu ambazo zinaendelea sasa, naziona zile ni nzuri.
Hana pesa mama wa chini, hana pesa ule single mother, ataenda je mtoto wake shule na hana pesa kumpeleka. Unapata ni watoto wengi njiani, barabarani, wanagonga watu kuanzia saa 10, saa 12, saa 1 ukitembea unakata mapanga.
Mvua inanyesha vizuri, mbegu sahihi zimeachiwa wafanye biashara. Serikali imejisahau upande wa ukulima. Zamani tulikuwa tunaletewa mbegu, tunaletewa mbolea, lakini saa hii pesa iko lakini ina channel kwa mifuko ya wakubwa.
Tunaomba rais saa hii aanze kuchapa kazi, atuonyeshe saa kidogo mambo mingi ya finance bill. Yeye kidogo akituangalia na sisi kama bodaboda, ndio kidogo akiingia hiyo election ya 2027 awe kidogo anasimama na sisi, anaongea na sisi, ndio tutamwamini. Lakini akianza kuongea mambo mingi na bodaboda, mambo mingi, sasa pale inakuwa tumeruhusi imani na yeye.
Hata mafuta pia sisi kama bodaboda bwana, hali inakuwa ngumu. Ndio maana vijana wengi wakijaribu sekta kama hizi, mwisho wa siku anaona haifanyi, hailipi, inabidi anashika mapanga anaingia mtaani kwenda kufanya mauaji, uhuni kibao. Ni kwa sababu ya mambo kama hayo. Lakini endapo kama mambo yatakuwa mazuri na utabadilisha, itakuwa bora zaidi, na vijana wataacha mambo na uhuni na wataanza wanajituma vizuri na kutunza familia zao. Maana amefanya mpaka ndoa nyingi zinavunjika bwana. Wengine hana wake bwana.
Serikali ya Kenya ile ingeweza kufanya kipaumbele ni kuweka mambo ya elimu mbele, kwa sababu elimu ndio msingi wa kila mtu. Na ingine ni hospitality. Kwa sababu hospitali mtu wakati anagonjeka anapelekwa hospitali. Kwa hivyo sisi tunaomba kama inawezekana katika serikali ile waweke kipaumbele ni mambo ya elimu na mambo ya hospitali. Hiyo ndio inahusu mwananchi wa kawaida.
And now, a tense confrontation unfolded during a church service in Vihiga County, where Senator Godfrey Osotsi and Saboti MP Caleb Amisi clashed publicly. The heated exchange occurred during a gathering at Friends Church Quakers, turning what was meant to be a solemn spiritual event into a political battleground. The altercation stemmed from MP Amisi's sharp criticism of Osotsi following his removal from the Public Accounts Committee PAC chairmanship. Amisi's remarks, seen as direct jabs, escalated the tension, prompting concerns over the politicization of sacred spaces.
Now, my people, where do I get the energy to continue being in ODM? Where do I get the energy? Na wameninyang'anya Osotsi akiona, deputy party leader. Wananinyang'anya, yeye atakuja waambia hapa yeye ni deputy party leader. Now, if you cannot help Caleb Amisi, who will you help? Jana tumeona chair lady Gladys Wanga analia machozi. Anasema we did not sign for assassination. Gladys Wanga, what did you sign for? Mulisaini nini? Sawa. What did you sign? When we say you are signing with the wrong government, we are not stupid. We are not stupid. Serikali ambayo inaua watu huwezi kunafanya nao kazi. When Caleb speaks, I'm speaking because of I'm a leader. Na tunaambia chama cha ODM, wacha sasa confuse wananchi. You are either in government or you are in opposition. Hakuna katikati. Imefika wakati wananchi wameamua wanaenda. Na wakienda bila mwongozo, wataenda na waende kabisa.
But ODM in Western is going to remain strong under the leadership of Godfrey Osotsi. In Western, nationally under Raila Molo Odinga. Tangu nipewe hiyo kazi, hakuna hata jambo moja ambalo serikali ya Ruto imetekeleza kwa hiyo mambo kumi. Nothing of the 10 issues. So what we should be pushing for is implementation of the 10 issues. Let us not blame Raila Odinga. Kama ni kiti ya park, tulikuwa na shida kati ya Mheshimiwa Caleb hapa na Tindi Mwale. Tulikuwa na shida na najua vile mimi tulisukuma hiyo maneno. Lakini bahati mbaya ikaenda kwa mwingine. Lakini huyu alipata sio mtu wa nje, ni Mluya hapa.
Well, that story brings us to a break. We'll be back shortly as we invite Isanda Cynthia with business updates. Stay tuned.
Almarai Company, in collaboration with Competitive Manpower, is urgently hiring for the following exciting roles: Grade 1 mechanics, panel beaters, refrigeration technicians, lead mechanics, diesel plant mechanics, welders, and stainless steel welders. Why apply? This is a free recruitment with no application or placement fees required. Contact us today on 0721 506627 or 0733 392180. You can also visit us at Waterseas Plaza, Kikorok Road. Alternatively, you can send an email to info@competitivemanpower.com. Apply now. Limited slots available.
Welcome to Competitive Training Institute, empowering you with in-demand skills. At Competitive Training Institute, we equip you with practical, job-ready skills that open doors both locally and internationally. Whether you're aiming to become a qualified caregiver, certified plumber, skilled automotive mechanic, or want to learn a foreign language like French, Arabic, or German, and many more, we've got the right course for you. Our hands-on training, guided by experienced instructors and aligned with market demands, ensures you're ready to compete and succeed in today's job market. We don't just train, we help you get hired. Our job placement team supports you in finding meaningful work after graduation. We are proudly accredited by NITA, ensuring high standards in all we offer. Ready to begin? Call us on 020-200-192 or 0721-223081, or email us at competitivetraining@gmail.com. Your journey starts here. Let's build your future together.
Kenya's financial landscape is undergoing significant transformation, from liquidity pressures in the banking sector to bold strategic moves by firms like NCBA and Home Africa. The pace of change is accelerating. Good evening, I am Miss Cynthia, and let's delve into the key developments shaping this dynamic environment. Kenya's secured interbank lending has soared to 69.6 billion Kenyan shillings, doubling from 34.8 billion Kenyan shillings. This 100% increase is driven by tighter liquidity in the financial system, as evidenced by a 12% drop in bank deposits and a rise in the central bank rate from 8.0% to 9.5%. To manage cash flows, banks are increasingly turning to collateralized lending, a move that may have far-reaching effects. Consumers are likely to face higher interest rates, potentially increasing by 2 to 3 percentage points. This trend signals a shift in banking strategy, with institutions which are diversifying assets and adopting more conservative liquidity management approaches. Regulators will need to maintain vigilant oversight to safeguard stability amid these financial shifts. Moving on, betting companies in Kenya have significantly reduced payouts to winners due to increased taxation. In 2019, players will receive nearly 90% of their stakes back in winnings. By 2023, this figure had dropped to 73%, making gambling less attractive. The decline stems from heightened taxes on both stakes and winnings, coupled with additional levies on the companies themselves. This harsh fiscal environment has already forced operators like Betin and Betsafe to exit the market. With more tax hikes expected in the 2024 finance bill, remaining firms are adjusting their payout structures to stay operational. As returns diminish, many Kenyans are rethinking betting as a dependable source of income. The National Treasury is set to abolish all stamp duty exemptions following backlash over a waiver granted during the 2019 merger of NIC Bank and Commercial Bank of Africa to form NCBA Group. That merger exemption, reportedly saving NCBA over 350 million Kenyan shillings, was revoked by the current administration in 2023. NCBA challenged the revocation, but the High Court upheld the decision, paving the way for tax authorities to recover the dues. The proposed 2025 finance bill seeks to end all such exemptions across transactions involving property, shares and contracts. The goal is to eliminate loopholes and enhance fairness in the taxation regime.
Moving on, Home Africa has surprised the market with a net profit of 133.4 million Kenyan shillings for the year ended December 2024. This is the company's first profit since 2014 and only its third since going public in 2013. Revenue from customer contracts more than doubled to 781.9 million Kenyan shillings from 377.1 million Kenyan shillings, largely driving the turnaround. After years of losses, this performance marks a significant milestone for their real estate firm and signals potential for recovery and growth in Kenya's property sector. NCBA Group has posted a gain of 266.8 million Kenyan shillings from its full acquisition of AIG Kenya Insurance. The gain suggests the insurer is more valuable within NCBA's ecosystem than as a standalone entity. Previously owning a 33.33% of AIG in 2006, NCBA bought the remaining 66.67% of shares for 1.07 billion Kenyan shillings in July 2024. A revaluation revealed AIG's net assets at 2.01 billion Kenyan shillings versus a fair value of 670 million, creating the acquisition gain. The deal aligns with the NCBA's broader strategy of diversifying its financial services portfolio and signals stronger synergy between banking and insurance operations. As businesses navigate new tax policies, rising borrowing costs, and strategic consolidations, the message is clear. Kenya's financial and corporate landscape is evolving rapidly. From NCBA's expansion to Home Africa's rebound, the winds of change are blowing. I am Misanda Cynthia. Here at CBS News, we'll keep tracing these shifts. Keep it here again. Smart business, smart you.
Welcome to Competitive Training Institute, empowering you with in-demand skills. At Competitive Training Institute, we equip you with practical, job-ready skills that open doors both locally and internationally. Whether you're aiming to become a qualified caregiver, certified plumber, skilled automotive mechanic, or want to learn a foreign language like French, Arabic, or German, and many more, we've got the right course for you. Our hands-on training, guided by experienced instructors and aligned with market demands, ensures you're ready to compete and succeed in today's job market. We don't just train, we help you get hired. Our job placement team supports you in finding meaningful work after graduation. We are proudly accredited by NITA, ensuring high standards in all we offer. Ready to begin? Call us on 020-200-192. or 0721-223081, or email us at competitivetraining@gmail.com. Your journey starts here. Let's build your future together.
And that marks the end of our bulletin this evening. Stay tuned for more updates at CBS TV. I'm MWANAPILI ADILIE, and have a good night.
Looking for a trusted supplier for all your household hardware needs? Look no further than Competitive Hardware Limited. We provide top quality building materials including cement, all types of iron sheets, paints, PPR and PVC pipes, electric pipes, building grills, BRC and square till in various sizes.
Need interior and finishing materials? We've got you covered with gypsum, gypsum rails, marine boards, ceiling boards and tanks of all sizes. For fencing, we stock barbed wire, chain link and wire mesh. And the best part, we offer free countrywide delivery with our fleet of transit trucks and pickups. Your order arrives on time, every time. Visit us in Kitengela along Namanga Highway, opposite 411 stage, or at our branches in Kitisuru and Busia. For enquiries, call us on 020-2688-888 or 0733-666632 or 0721-923248. Competitive Hardware Limited, your reliable hardware supplier.